Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, not much good depending on your location. Please join in the struggle to liberate our people from the contraption. Like and share videos. Nuro luayo, na nuro luayo. Nuro luayo, na nuro luayo. Ọ dịghị mgbe ike mmadụ ga-akarị ike Chukwu. Ọ dịghị mgbe ike Nigeria ga-akarị ike Biafra. Nna nuro, onye kere ụwa nuro luayo. Nna nuro, Olisa binigwe nuro akwanyo. Now the news update.
As an expression of a simple truth, Israel is coming back to Africa, and Africa is coming back to Israel. I believe in Africa. I believe in Africa. I believe in its potential, present and future. It is a continent on the rise. Its people are diverse and talented. I've made strengthening our relations one of our top priorities, national and international priorities of the State of Israel. It's the reason I became the first Israeli Prime Minister to visit Africa in decades. Well, one thing I can assure you, it won't be decades until an Israeli leader visits Africa again. It won't be 5 years, it'll be a few months. Africa and Israel share a natural affinity. We have, in many ways, similar histories. Your nations toiled under foreign rule. You experienced horrific wars and slaughters, and you are still fighting to get out of the past into the future valiantly, in efforts that I deeply admire. With determination and conviction, you won your independence. You healed the wounds of the past to chart a future of hope for your people. This is very much our history. Our people, too, were denied independence for far too long. Our people, too, suffered the indignity of bondage, slavery, and dispossession. Our people, too, experienced unimaginable horrors of mass death and genocide. But we never, ever gave in. We fought for our independence and won. We think that Israel now is the best partner that the countries of Africa could have, and it's something that is dear to our hearts. The founder of modern Zionism, the national movement of the Jewish people, was Theodor Herzl, and he said, after I liberate the Jewish people, I will go to Africa to help liberate the black people. We have our African brethren, the Ethiopian Jews, who are in our society, and I personally work every few weeks to help integrate more and more and incorporate them in our society. I believe this. I believe in Africa. I believe in your future, and I believe in our partnership.
I believe that Israel still continues with this path of supporting its friends, its allies, its family. And just like we did that in 1967, Israel supports and does what it can. I did hear that Mr. Kanu was in Israel, in Jerusalem, before he was abducted and disappeared from the public's eye. And this is the most important thing that I want Biafrans to take from this discussion, that Israel, we stand with you guys. And although the cause of Biafra is not very familiar with the world and with Israelis, I want to say that, because of my activity, because of what I do, more and more Israelis are hearing about the cause of Biafra each and every day. So yes, we do stand with you. I want you to know that.
Mr. Chinedu Michael, I understand that, of course, the Israel are brothers to the Igbos, by extension to Biafrans. But we understand that Nnamdi Kanu currently is going through travail. But seeing Israelites rallying, protesting, asking Nigerian government to release Nnamdi Kanu, asking British government to step in and ensure that their brother is released. How does it come to you?
No, it didn't come to me as a surprise anyway, because I noticed at the last 30th May Biafran Day, I will see a lot that happened in Israel. we saw Israelis, both men and women. In fact, we saw the entire Jews, mounting, celebrating the Biafran Day, celebrating the birth of the first Jewish African state. For me, for the Israelis, for the Jews of Israel to join, to even remember that day, it tells a lot of story of the supposed alliance or the supposed synergy or the bloodline. Let me put it that way, between the Biafrans, the Igbos, of course, and of course the Jewish state. And I can see over time, I've seen aides of the Prime Minister of Israel making different statements referencing Biafra recognition, talking about Nnamdi Kanu, and a lot of people does not know the reason why Nnamdi Kanu is always being welcome within Jerusalem and of course the Western Wall. There's a lot of things that's attached to that, and we have built a relationship to the extent that the Israeli government themselves officially has recognized Biafra, of course the Igbos, as one of the lost tribes of Israel. We have the other ones from Massa, Uganda. We have another one too from, of course, Ethiopia. We know the history, as the only nation that was not colonized. But what we are saying at this point in time, that it has become a reality where we are seeing so many Biafran lobbyists from different parts of the world, different countries, different nations, factoring the liberation of Biafra, talking about another African consciousness called Nnamdi Kanu, talking about Ibrahim Traore, talking about Nelson Mandela, but a lot of people are surprised that the Biafran recognition agenda, and of course that has been identified on several bases, even though it was being reported some time ago that the Israeli government under Benjamin Netanyahu has gone as far as signing a Biafran charter, so these are some of the things we want to see. And of course, the Israeli embassy, located in Biafran land, is also a factor of trust. It's also a factor of patriotism. It's also a factor of brotherhood and bloodline and recognition of an entity or a brother that can never hurt, to the extent of hurting Israel. And secondly, there is need for us, at this point in time, to continue to build synergy with the Israeli people and the Israeli government, because what we are seeing now, in just no distant time, Israel will become a super world power that America will not be able to look at and point their hands towards them, even though we know that they have a more deeper relationship in that regard. But we are seeing Israel as a nation becoming independently in terms of weapon, in terms of military production, in terms of economy, in terms of economic activities, in terms of treaty, Tanzania alone as one of the powerful nations in the world. Even though we still can give it to Israel at this point in time, they are still one of the powerful nations in the world. So what you're seeing every time and now, there's this bloodline, there's this connection, that anything that happens to Biafra, anything about Nnamdi Kanu, they try to get the British attention to it, and of course signal their support for Nnamdi Kanu at any point in time.
My people, on don't hear them now. What do you make of it? Drop your comments. But remember, it's Biafra or nothing. Bye for now.